Welcome everybody to Rosham Joe Gaming. Today I am in the 4.6 PTU, pretty close to release, so it may actually be in live by the time you see this. We're just going to be running some Hull C missions today and showing you what they're like.
Let's go.
What we're going to be doing today is, like I said, I'm going to be using Hull C, and I'm going to be going from Stanton specifically back to Levski. Right now I'm in Levski, started here. I'm going to time the full round trip. I'll cut the video up so you don't have to watch the whole thing, but I will let you know roughly how much time it takes. If I remember correctly, it's somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour. And the three missions I'm going to be doing specifically are the contracts for Alliance Aid that are transport. There's transport, collections, and defense in the upcoming Clear the Air missions, and these ones in particular can be ran with the Hull C. I'll be picking up at places like Everest, Bygini, Port Tressler, or Seraphim, and all the drop-offs are going to be in Levski. So that was a nice quick jump from Levski over to the Stanton Gateway. What we're going to do next is slam it into SCM mode to slow ourselves down. The best way to slow a Hull C down is probably just to drop it into SCM mode because it'll scrub off speed much quicker than anything else. Another way to do it is to pop into decoupled mode and flip your backhand around and use your larger boosters on the back of the engine, or the back of the ship that is, to slow yourself down, just boosting in the opposite direction. We'll get calibrated here. Left click to open the portal if it is not open when you arrive, as it is not right now. But after the calibration, we'll do that, and then we will head through the gateway. So we're going to head to the station real quick, actually, because I did not refuel before I left, so just going to run over here, dock real quick. Don't need a store or anything, just dock, refuel, undock, and then we'll pick up some missions. So the contracts we're going to be looking for are going to be under priority, and they're going to be Interstellar Medium, Interstellar Large, and Interstellar Small. The ones that we want, because there are multiple Interstellars, but there are some that start at New Babbage. Like this one right here actually is New Babbage and Tisa. So we're not going to pick that up, as that is it's a dual Interstellar, which is actually new. Hadn't seen that before. However, we don't want that because we can't land and load in the Hull C on at places like New Babbage or Area 18, etc. So what we're looking for is Bygini, Port Tressler, Seraphim, or Everest. And in this case, we're going to head to Bygini and then look for the other contracts while we're doing that. Seraphim, it's a small one. It's only 6 SCU, but Seraphim to Levski can be done with a Hull C. There you go, Seraphim again. That's the large one, worth 557. I think it's worth 540 by itself. All right, so I think that's what we got. We got these three right here. So again, it's the Interstellar Large, Interstellar Small, and Interstellar Medium. So far, from what I've seen, 2 of them have always been to pick up at the same station. There's never been 3 stations to pick up. Last time I had to go to Port Tressler for 2 of them and Bygini for 1. This time it looks like I'm going to Bygini for 1 again. And then over to Seraphim on the way back. So it's likely just a bug right now, and hopefully they'll fix it before 4.6 goes fully live. But the mission I was just looking at right here, the medium, is there's no payout. And so the 2 missions, you'll get 631,000 approximately, but you'll get the alliance points for all 3 missions. It's just for whatever reason, that middle one there, the medium-sized one that is, there's no payout. But it should be approximately, I want to say between 170 and 190 based on the medium for the other ones. So at around 10 kilometers from the station, you should be able to contact the cargo ATC. They'll give you a place to stop, and once the box has gone from that bluish color to a green, you know you're full enough inside. Just come to a complete stop and auto loading should commence.
Cargo's been transferred. Safe flying.
So in the last couple patches, I've seen that across Pyro and across Stanton, sometimes I can't cross the entire station, or the system that is. So in order to get around that, if that happens to you, just pick a moon and quantum to that, or pick a station in like a 90-degree direction, and then after like 10 or 15 seconds of travel, aim towards where you actually want to go again, and that should fix it for you. Worst case, aim to something as close as you can, and then, recalculate once you get there. Something I found interesting was actually the box did not go green for me, nor was I at a complete stop before they started transferring. In the past, the Hull C had all kinds of issues where you had to stand up, turn the engines off, exit out, quantum away, quantum back, just to get it to recognize that you were there. And half the time it still thought you were, moving around. So this one actually started transferring before it even came to a full stop, which was nice. And you'll note too, there was already the 176 was already there. It placed the 6 no issue, and now it's placing the 1304 or whatever it is, no issues whatsoever. So Hull C definitely seen some big improvements over the last couple of patches, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, just to go back, these missions aren't the most efficient way to get the Alliance aid done, nor are they the biggest money makers, even within, definitely not within the current economy of Star Citizen. But in general, there are faster ways to make money, even within the event missions, like the Lair Knight, the Bexelite, those types of things. It's like 1.5, 1.6 million. But overall, they're simple. Like if you need to keep walking away from your computer, and you don't mind possibly getting pirated or, something along those lines, you just set it, forget it for 5 minutes, come back, check where you're at. This Hull C doesn't have any a faster drive, so if it could make it slightly quicker. But overall, it's just aside from the paint, it's just a stock Hull C, and it gets the job done. So I like the convenience of being able to, if I gotta stand up, I gotta walk away, I can. Or if you're watching something on your phone on a separate screen, you can. Just listening to some music, or just taking in the scenery. It's just a very, very chilled, relaxed experience with the Hull C here, while you're still getting some rev at least. All right, we are on our final approach to Levski. It drops us off about 50 kilometers out, approximately, and we get to approach from there. The light blue is actually going to be the top half of the station, where the hangars and the docking ports and pads and whatnot are, whereas the bottom will be more of the dark blue that's in the background there, and you'll see the cargo elevators as well as the auto loading zones are underneath here. There are sometimes issues with contacting ATC if for whatever reason they don't reply to you. See, this one you can tell the dialog box pops up. There's just no audio played, but he is hearing me and trying to get me a reply. If that's not happening at all, you can go and dock and undock, and that will kind of like reset the system for whatever reason, and it should work after that. I've done that a few times, but usually it just works. Could just be delayed based on server FPS issues. So there you have it. All three unloaded just fine. I was awarded a total of 1,365 points towards my transport line here. And I think I even got a reward after this one. There you go. I was awarded the Chiron Armor Alliance Aid support. I'll have to go check it out later. Overall, the like I said, 1,365 for the points and 631,000 for the credits. Once that other mission pays out too, like I said, I'm expecting it to be closer to about 800,000 for all of them. You're gonna have to, you know, in the whole sea, you're gonna have to at least refuel once, because it took just about the whole fuel tank to make it there and back again. But again, with docking working pretty seamlessly now, it's no issues. So overall, not the most efficient way. However, there were some people in chat who were confused. Just you know, was it working? Could you even do it that way? And just want to make a quick video to show that it is possible. So if you're looking for a much more relaxing route and you're tired of slinging boxes, you got options. And I guess on that note, I am going to dock and yeah, catch you in the next one.